Hello everyone and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you're all having an amazing week. Currently it is Thursday and let's get right into the charts, as we do have some very important things to cover. Starting off with Bitcoin, you can see Bitcoin has been trading to the downside since this weekly open. As you can see, ever since the weekly opened, Bitcoin has been down around 4.5%. Currently, we are trading below the 50 EMA and right now also below the 100 EMA, which is on the 4-hourly time frame. So this is very important since, as you can see, we have been trading ever since this breakout right here from the PUC level. We have been trading above the 4-hourly EMAs. So why is this very important? If we start losing those EMAs and, for example, Bitcoin starts trading below it, goes for this monthly open retest, or maybe even all the way down here to the weekly S3 and also the value area high of the range, and basically this level right here that we have as a support into resistance flip, which is right now going to be acting as support if Bitcoin goes all the way down here. But the more bullish scenario right now, and in my opinion the more probable scenario, is that Bitcoin will potentially do something like this right here. We're gonna be keeping in those EMAs like we did those last couple of times right here. You can see here after this move potentially looking kind of the same, we also did the same thing. We rejected right here and then we went down to the EMAs. Now, could this time be different? Sure, it could, because if we go on the daily time frame, you can see the last time when Bitcoin did that, we were not at the 200 daily EMA, and this time Bitcoin did reject twice at those EMAs levels. Those are very key level, guys. Basically, this is our bear market resistance, and if Bitcoin breaks out of this 200 daily EMA and confirms a candle close above it, then you could say we are back into bull market territory. But as of right now, you can see we are still trading below this level. I still do believe we could still see higher prices, even though this might reverse pretty fast and leave a wick right here and then start going down. But we have a lot of liquidity piled on top right here, and I do believe this is gonna get taken out. Of course, I could be wrong. This is not a financial advice. Always do your own research, but this is what I believe will play out. And the second scenario, of course, the bearish scenario, is that after, if we measure it from here, after 96 days of this price action right here, we have topped out. You can see previously, before topping out, it took only 54 days, and right now it is May, so everybody is expecting the sell in May walk away thing to happen. It could happen. As you can see, currently it is like 14th of May, so basically half of the month is done. 2 weeks of the month are gone, and so basically this next weekly candle for Bitcoin could be the decisive candle. In my opinion, we could still see something like this, a wick, go to the upside, then a reject from here, and then potentially we start going down once again. As for Ethereum, you can see Ethereum is basically also same thing right here. It did not reach the EMA on the daily time frame, rejecting from the 100 EMA. Last time we did tag that 200 daily EMA, so for it, it's not that important that it tags it right now, but of course for Bitcoin was important since last time we did not tag it, but right now we have tagged it already. Some of the altcoins have had a nice run. You can see even Hype is retesting this trend line right here that we have, which is the support resistance flip for either more downside or upside. You can see in the past, once we have traded below this level, we have been in the bear market territory, and once Hype managed to get out above this level, we have been trading in close to the $50 region. Now, as for the stock stock market is putting in all-time highs, since we have been basically trending up ever since this correction that we got right here. And right now you can see basically the stock market is putting in a new all-time high in the minute we are talking. The S&P 500 hitting basically trading over the monthly R2 and about to potentially hit the monthly R3, which is sitting at around 7,730, which is pretty insane. Nasdaq is trading close to 30,000, which is also very insane considering how Bitcoin is performing. The stock market is going absolutely parabolic right now. We could very well see a Nasdaq reject from this level and then get a test of either the monthly open on the monthly pivot. It is very possible. As for the open interest right now for Bitcoin, you can see we are basically going down, but open interest is going up. CVD is also going down, so this means that we have fresh shorts coming into the market that are pushing the price down, which could of course indicate that move down to the either the value area high or the monthly pivot or the monthly open level, which is not that big of a move. Down to the monthly open gonna be like 4%, down to the value area high monthly pivot is gonna be around 7%. If measured from the top right here all the way down, that's gonna be like 12%, which is quite a big move. But as of where we are trading right now, that's gonna be only like 4 to 7% of a move. If we look at the dollar is holding this support right here that we have, previously resistance, right now acting as support. It is going to potentially test that monthly pivot and the 200 daily EMA once again, and this is where we are going to be looking for rejection for the dollar, and this is where potentially if the dollar rejects, basically Bitcoin could find a bottom and then continue once again to go up for those highs. This is how I'm looking to play this one out. Liquidation heat map, you can see we got a lot of liquidity right now, stacked exactly where we want to see it, down to $76,000. This is where we could go down to and grab the liquidity and then reverse to the upside, of course. Fear and Greed Index remaining at 46. Basically, it has fallen a bit, approaching that fear zone. Spot ETFs, we have gotten quite a massive outflow the past 2 days. Yesterday was the biggest one, 630 million out of almost all the bigger institutions, with BlackRock in the lead, selling 284 million of Bitcoins in their spot ETF, which is quite a massive inflow. And of course, this is the more bearish scenario where we could say, okay, this right here is the top, at least for right now. If we start losing levels to the downside, for example, if we get below this level, then we go down to the POC, we lose this level, then so comes the sweep of the lows that we have right here, and so you can consider this being the top. Long versus shorts ratio for the day, it's pretty even with more sellers in the market right now. You can see on Hyperliquid, the bigger whales are sitting right now in the short position. So I would not be surprised if we get that next leg down. Also the PPI data, CPI data, they were pretty high, pretty bad basically for the markets, but the markets don't care other than Bitcoin. You can see, even though we got some bad news, stock market is still rallying to the upside, but Bitcoin has taken quite a hit. Today we don't have that much news going on. Basically unemployment's retail, and tomorrow also some other news, but those won't be that important as the past 2 days, but still they could move the market, and the market has been moving basically pretty nicely this whole week. Even though we are to the downside, we are seeing some volatility and some decent volume on those moves right here. And I do believe this would cover it for today, guys. Hope you liked it, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.